Hey sports fans, I'm Mike.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Chris.
And this is Fourth and Goal! So this is the newest member of our Fourth and Goal family, Carly Leal.
I'm the Los Angeles correspondent.
And I am returning as the Boston correspondent.
The addition of these two people will be the frosting on your sports cake. So our first down question this week is, who's the most intimidating player of our generation? I think it's middle linebacker Ray Lewis of the Baltimore Ravens. With his eye black, his rippling muscles, and his ferocious style of play, offenses have him circled in their game plans and fear him come game time.
Well, sports fans, as you know, there are many great sports towns all across this great nation. In my opinion, it really only comes down to two, Boston and LA. This inspired our second down question, which is the better sports town?
Well, Chris, you may think that there are two great sports towns in all of the United States of America, but there's one, Los Angeles. You have the Lakers and the Clippers, SC and UCLA. You have the freeway series of the Anaheim Angels and the Dodgers. You also have the Ducks and the Kings. All you have in Boston is snow and ice.
What's that I hear, Carly? Snow and ice? Well, at least we have pro football here in Boston. The New England Patriots have been the best team in the NFL for the past 10 years and could be possibly put down as one of the greatest dynasties of all time. What can LA say about that?
Well, Chris, you say that we don't have a pro football team? Have faith. Los Angeles will be bringing back the St. Louis Rams as they're building Farmers Field right next to the Staples Center. On the topic of football, USC, baby, that's all victory, producing 11 NCAA championships, 7 Heisman Trophy winners, and being top rated for NFL stars. On the other hand, NBA, the Lakers, 17th and counting.
Well, fans, as many of you may know, the Los Angeles Lakers have 17 NBA championships. My Boston Celtics got 18. And might I add, 8 of them were in a row. The Boston Celtics have more Hall of Famers, more regular season wins, and more Hall of Fame coaches than the Los Angeles Lakers. Also, I'd like to add that the Boston Red Sox are quite possibly one of the most entertaining teams to watch in baseball this year. They have one of the most memorable parks in all of the nation, and what can the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, which, stupidest name I've ever heard, or the LA Dodgers say about that?
Well, Chris, I'll give you the advantage over Los Angeles for having an NFL team, a pretty decent basketball team, and baseball team.
Well, Carly, I will definitely give you the edge on college athletics. USC football is substantially better than Boston College football. And also, Southern California has the best weather in all of the country.
The USC Trojans have just appealed the sanctions levied upon them by the NCAA and will receive notification of the NCAA's decision within the next few weeks. So our third down question is, what will the outcome of this be? If you were to ask me, I honestly don't know, but I hope the sanctions will get cut in half, which is what USC is campaigning for, because they really didn't have anything to do with the acquirement of Reggie Bush. It was more of the agent. And if the NCAA sees this, I have faith that they will do the right thing. So Carly, what are our viewers asked us this week for fourth down?
Well, boys, our viewers asked us, is Kevin Durant going to be the next Kobe or LeBron? Your thoughts, Chris?
Well, Carly, I think Kevin Durant is surrounded by several fantastic players in Oklahoma City, such as Russell Westbrook and James Harden. I believe this team will carry him to an eventual NBA championship. Mike?
You hit it on the nose, Chris. Kevin Durant is a very high scorer, and he's got that beast mentality that Kobe and LeBron both share. So for Game of the Week, we're going to college basketball, where the UConn Huskies take on the Georgetown Hoyas. Now, Kemba Walker of UConn will be a force early and late in the game, but I say Georgetown pulls it off. What's your pick?
So for our upset of the week, we're looking at the Daytona 500. The first 2 positions of this year's race have been set at Dale Earnhardt Jr. earning the pole and Jeff Gordon earning the side spot. For my upset, I'm looking at number 5, Mark Martin. He has been racing for over 20 years, and he's still got enough left in the tank for one more big race. So our upset for the week, Mark Martin at the Daytona 500.
Well, that does it for today on Fourth and Goal. I'm Mike.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Chris.
Touchdown!